I designed this energy flow practice to increase your energy and give you a quick boost, whether it's first thing in the morning or a mid-afternoon pick-me-up you need. We're going to focus on where energy tends to get stuck, specifically kind of the upper shoulder, upper back, neck region, as well as around our lungs and our hips. Let's begin our practice at the top of our mat. Find a parallel stance. That means you kind of want to hide your heels behind your toes. I've mentioned this before that we kind of have a tendency to drift our toes out, want to cultivate internal rotation of the inner thighs, kind of the thigh bones hitting back. You can peel your toes back from the mat and really press down through the ball of the foot, and then kind of right underneath the pinky toe and the midpoint of the heel. So notice if you have a tendency to lean back or drop forward. Engage the legs. That's going to help you stabilize your stance and feel light off the hips. You can then relax the toes, but keep the legs somewhat engaged. Relax the glutes. And just think of cultivating more space along the spine. Begin that ujjayi breathing in and out the nose that we use in yoga. You can make the slight sound of the scrape against the throat with the breath. One of the easiest ways to begin to change our energy is to change our breath. So we'll be working on that as well throughout the practice, really focusing on lengthening and deepening our inhale. So here, begin to lengthen your inhales, deepen your exhales. We'll begin with a movement that enhances that inhale. We'll lift the arms over the head on the inhale. Feel the chest rise, the spine lengthen, the chin slightly lift, and on the exhale, draw your ribs down, but keep that length in the spine, tail towards the heels, navel to spine. 2 more like that. Inhaling, lengthen that inhale nice and long. Exhale. Again, work on cultivating length and energizing the upper back and the chest. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Reach off of the hips. We'll keep moving with that motion. Now just, if you can, lift off your heels, rise onto your toes. Really reach up and exhale, control back down. Maybe squeeze the glutes a little bit, stabilize the low back. 2 more like that. Can you increase your inhale? Make it a little bit longer. Think of just energizing the upper back. Navel to spine on the way down. If you can, hold at the top, hold the breath a little bit, reach off the hips a little bit more, and exhale, softly lower down. Excellent job. This time, inhale the arms over the head, please. And exhale, reach over to the left, extend the right arm over the head. Inhale, think of scooping water up as you externally rotate that left hand. Follow the hand with the gaze, and exhale, bend to the other side. Watch you don't dump in this leg, really just kind of reach up and over, and then reach out long. Exhale over, tail into the body. Watch you don't arch into this. Can you draw your tail towards your heels, find length? Remember I said we're gonna create some space around the lungs. Right here, feel that stretch all along the side body, the intercostals. And this time we'll take it over, stretching the right side and hold it. Just briefly, place your hand here, take that inhale, feel your ribs fill up your hand. And then as you exhale, turn your face down towards the floor and press your hand away and out, getting some nice release throughout the neck and the shoulder. Especially if you've been working or sitting at your desk. Look up on the inhale. Exhale, slowly turn the face and the chin down as you press and reach away. This is a nice little pick-me-up in the middle of the afternoon. If you can take a break, get out of your seat, do some breathing, you'll feel amazing. And then feel like you're pressing your palm into a tabletop as you take a deep inhale into this neck stretch. Play with the angle of the chin, see where it feels good. Exhale, let it soften away a little bit more. One more. And then reach that hand away to kind of lift you back up to center. Softly lift the neck, turn the head forward, inhale up. Exhale to the other side. You can place that hand along the rib, feel like you're filling up a balloon here. Deep inhale, exhale. You can release the hand, tailbone long, inhale. Look up, exhale, turn the face down, press that shoulder away from the ear. Oh, it feels so good. Inhale, look up. Again, creating more space and freedom around the neck and the shoulders. Keep those legs strong. Neck soft. One more. And we'll hold here for 2 breaths. Keep drawing that left shoulder away from the ear. Again, play with the tilt of the chin. See kind of where energy needs to flow a little bit more. Don't feel like you're stuck in one place. Soften a little bit more with every exhale. And then slowly press the hand away from you to gently lift up and let your head and your neck kind of trail softly behind. And just take a moment to pause and notice if those simple postures had any effect. If maybe you're breathing a little freer right now. Excellent. Let's inhale the arms up. Chin towards the chest, long cervical spine. Soften the knees as you dive forward. Forward fold. And then let's inhale that right foot back, knee to the mat. And we'll lift to this low lunge. Now think about getting taller, creating more space throughout this region here, like you're stretching the front body. Pull that breath from the pelvic floor up through the chest. And watch that you don't dump too much, right? So you don't want to collapse in the lower back. You can even take your thumbs here, point your tail down, and lift from here up. Think of a hurdler going up before they go over. If they collapse, they're not going to clear that hurdle. So the hands can always stay at the low back or even the thigh. When you feel stable and strong, lift them up. Work on deepening that inhale. One more. And then we'll exhale, hands down around the front foot, straighten the front leg, pick the foot up, step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, exhale, navel to spine. Lengthen the spine here. Can you lift the hips a little higher? And when you're ready, exhale, start to shift the shoulders over the wrist. Pull that right knee towards the nose and step through. Left knee down, low lunge. If here you want to start with your hands on the thighs, you can do that lift. Again, we're really focusing on the breath here. So you can take this variation, hands to the back, or when you're ready, lift up. I would like to see those back toes curled under though. As we press through the feet, we open up the energetic lines that run through to the lungs. So don't let those feet be lazy here. Think of that hurdler going up and over. Soften the gaze, soften the hands. And then let's exhale. Step the back foot to meet the front. Keep the knees bent and fold over the legs. Release the head. So just let those hips be heavy. We're going to move into a dynamic chair posture. So you don't want to straighten the knees. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, lift up into this back bend. Exhale, navel to spine. Keep the knees bent. Don't straighten them here. I know it's tempting. Release the head and the neck. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Strengthening the back body, the posterior chain, the postural muscles to help you open up the front. 1 more. Inhale, lift up. Now as you exhale, I want you to slightly curl your tail down towards the mat. Hold the lower abdominals in a little bit, and then inhale. Let that inhale fill the back and energize the front body. 1 more, and see if you can hold your inhale at the top. Building your breath capacity. And then exhale. Now you can straighten your legs. Good. Inhale, lift halfway up. Reach the chest forward, pull the shoulders down the back, create length in the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Think of the inhale lengthening the spine. Take it all the way down to the pelvic floor. And let the exhale wash back up your spine off the top of your head. Inhale to plank. Again, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, you can either knees, chest, chin your way down, or chaturanga all the way down. Keep the hands right outside the chest so the thumbs go right here. Forehead to the mat, tops of the feet into the earth. And instead of pushing down to come up, I want you to think of sliding your wrists back towards your hips to reach out from your chest to come up. Watch you don't overlift the chin. Think of lifting from the sternum and not the neck. Exhale, just 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, we'll hold it up. Inhale. Use your exhale to stabilize the low back. Keep that kind of lower ab engagement as you inhale, lift a little higher, build the inhale a little deeper. 1 more. Possibly hold at the top of inhale and then exhale down. Beautiful. Inhale, begin to come through cobra, straighten the elbows. Exhale, child's pose. Slowly roll up. Let's do just a really quick hip opener before we end. And cross one leg in front of the other. Doesn't matter if it's right or left, we'll work both sides. So if you're just comfortable in this cross-seated position, you'll inhale up. And keeping your sit bones grounded, reach forward. So think of pulling back, grounding, rooting more as you reach forward, lengthening the spine. If it's possible and you want to extend your arms here, you can. Now, if this doesn't feel like you're getting enough release in the low back, the next option would be to take your legs to what we call fire log, but make sure that your foot isn't sickled. I want that foot flexed, and you start to reach long, keeping, again, both sitting bones grounded. Pull your navel back to your spine with every exhale. Inhale. Think of lengthening the spine and through the crown of the head. Exhale, soften into the hips a little bit more. And let's switch sides. Remember, if you feel really good in that stretch, I did. I could have probably held that for a little bit longer. Feel free to hit pause and take some more time. You have as much time as you need. Otherwise, we'll switch legs and then just begin to bring it forward. Thinking of keeping the spine long so we don't want to collapse. Remember, we're working with opening lines of energy. So we want a nice long spine. Again, you can take that variation, this variation, or anyone in between. So really, I am just a guide, giving you kind of a roadmap, but if you feel like you need to take a detour, you do that. Can you notice where you're holding tension that doesn't need to be held? Something like your face, your shoulders. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like, or if you'd like, you can rest in Shavasana or corpse pose on your back, but I will close with a namaste. Thank you.